Aloha! Welcome to Tiki Pizza. I'm Chappie and this is Mookie. This is the channel where we combine our love of tiki culture and pizza. I'm very excited today. We're going to go into my childhood. I managed to find a Kraft Pizza Kit. So I grew up in rural Alberta, and up until age 11, my town did not have a pizza parlor. Every birthday, we drove 45 minutes to the nearest pizza place to celebrate my birthday, which was, by the way, on April 1st. No fooling, Mookie. So this really brings back good memories. Whenever we wanted pizza during a weeknight, my mom would make this Kraft Pizza Kit. When my mom made it, there were no toppings and no mozzarella cheese because it didn't come with toppings and it didn't come with mozzarella cheese. So she went to the store, bought it, and made it as is. It comes with the flour packets, enough dough to make 2 pizzas, the tomato sauce, a packet of herbs, and a packet of real Kraft Parmesan cheese. And that was the only cheese we had on our pizza, was the Parmesan cheese. You know, Mookie, come to think of it, maybe that's why I'm such a pizza purist to this day. Anyways, I'm going to give it a try and see if it's delicious as it was as I remember as a kid. But I'm sure it'll bring back some childhood memories. All right, Mookie. Mookie's very excited. Let's get started. All right, so this is the Kraft Pizza Kit from my childhood. It says to preheat the oven to 425, and then we're going to mix the flour mixture with water. But first things first, let's see what we got in the pizza kit. Okay, that is one full unmarked can of pizza sauce. That's the flour. And then I got Parmesan cheese and herbs, but none of it appears to be marked. It's like a mystery. All right, so it says it makes 2 pizzas, but it just gives the instructions for making it all as one, if that makes any sense. All right. I'm going to follow the instructions very carefully. I want this to turn out just like my mother made it when I was a boy. All right, so we've heated the oven to 425 Fahrenheit. It says add the flour mix to a medium bowl. So it says gradually add 2/3 of a cup or 150 milliliters to 1 cup, 250 milliliters. A warm, not hot water, mixing well with a fork or hands to form a ball. Cover and let it rise in a warm place. All right, so I'm going to need 2 measuring cups, it appears. I'll be right back. All right, I want to be precise, so I'm going to measure the flour mixture. I'm pretty sure my mother didn't weigh the flour, but and then I have 2/3 of a cup of warm but not hot water. And it says we can mix it with a fork or hands, but add gradually. All right, and then we're going to cover that and let it rise for 10 minutes. I'll see you in 10 minutes. All right, next step, we got to grease the pan. Now, if my memory is correct, my mother greased the pan with butter because she greased everything with butter. And she just grabbed a big old dollop of butter, and that's how she just greased things. So that's how I'm going to do it. Big old dollop of butter and just grease it with my hands. Okay, and then we got the dough mixture that's been resting for 10 minutes. Oh, you can see it's risen. All right, it's a very wet dough. I think the hydration rate would be like over 67%, which is a lot. All right. Okay, and the sauce, with the sauce we have enough for 2 pizzas, but I want to do a lot of sauce because we don't have any toppings, and I like a saucy pizza, and if I recall, my mom made a really saucy pizza. So here's the sauce. Now, if I were to do like a blind taste test, I would swear this is the sauce used in Chef Boyardee SpaghettiOs. It's that sickly sweet sauce. Okay, we might not use all the sauce, but it's going to be a saucy pizza. All right, and we got the 2 packets here. One's the herbs and one's the cheese. I think I'll go herbs first. Let's see what the instructions say. Spread the tomato sauce, sprinkle with herbs. Yeah, they go herbs first. If desired, add your choice of toppings, which does not come with it, so we didn't have it. And then sprinkle with Kraft 100% Parmesan grated cheese. They're big on promoting their Kraft Parmesan cheese, which is 100%. All right. So we got the 2 packets, and they're not marked in any way whatsoever. We got the herbs. Okay. Looks like there's a lot of oregano among other herbs, but pretty heavy on the oregano. And this is probably for 2 pizzas as well. All right, we got some left over. We'll go crazy on the herbs. And then the Kraft 100% Parmesan. All right, there we have it. And my oven is already preheated to 425. Let's just check the instructions. It says bake 10 to 13 minutes or until crust is lightly browned. Okay. There it is, 425. Okay, I just can't wait. All right, that's the 10-minute mark. The cheese on top's starting to brown. The sauce is a little bit bubbly. I think we're gonna go the full 13 minutes, and then I'll have to make an executive decision if I want to go any further, but I definitely don't want to burn this baby. All right, I let it go the full 13 minutes. It doesn't say so on the instructions, but I think I'm just going to let it set up like you would a lasagna or something of that nature. So I'll give it a little while, maybe 5 minutes before I cut into it. So I'll see you in 5 to 10 minutes. All right, it looks a little gummy on the top, but I know I'm going to enjoy it. But when I say I'm going to enjoy it the same way somebody might enjoy, say, a peanut butter and jelly or a bologna sandwich. Not because it's great food, but it's just a taste of my childhood. All right, let's see here. Very bread-like. Okay. There we have it. Very bready and gummy on the top, just like I remember it. Let's give it a try. All right, yep, definitely gummy on the top. But that's how I remember it as a child. We're gonna go in there and very bread-like. Go in there and give it a try. So the sauce is that sickly sweet, almost reminiscent of Chef Boyardee SpaghettiOs, and then the bread-like crust is very yeasty. And that is what my childhood tastes like. Thanks for watching another episode of Tiki Pizza. I'm Chappie and this is Mookie. What's that, Mookie? Mookie says, nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. That just means if you don't get off the couch, he won't bite you in the ankle. See you next time on Tiki Pizza.